Welcome back. I'm here with Callie Baker. She is the VP of Community Investment for the Omaha Community Foundation.
Yes.
And the big thing coming up, actually this is going to air on Tuesday, tomorrow, is Omaha Gives.
Yes.
So the 7th year. Thank you for joining me, Callie.
Thanks for having me, Andy.
You're welcome. So yeah, let's talk about Omaha Gives, 7th year. My gosh, I remember when this started.
Yeah, you've been a part of it
I
since
know.
day one, haven't you?
I know. So
Yeah.
what is Omaha Gives?
Omaha Gives is, it's actually a year-round giving platform. However, the Wednesday before Memorial Day every year, we throw a big party, essentially. And it's a big celebration all about local nonprofits and really celebrates giving. And the minimum donation is $10, so really anybody can participate. And there are nearly 1,000 nonprofits participating this year.
How many start? I want to go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So, why did this start? How did this come to be?
Yeah. I think we thought about this. We saw this happening in other communities, and we wanted to bring it to Omaha because when your $10 donation, a lot of times we have really good intentions.
Yeah.
And you want to give, but sometimes it feels like that $10 donation, I don't know, does it make a difference? Well, on this day, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
So we wanted to reach as far and wide into the community as possible for giving and really create a day that celebrates nonprofits and celebrates the generosity in this community and really brings people together around giving.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in today's world, we have a lot of things happening online. So
Absolutely.
really wanted to invest in that online giving piece.
Well, and this has evolved. So, how many nonprofits did you have the first year?
About 300.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And it's slowly grown over the years. So 7th year, we're over 1,000.
Yep.
Is that what you just?
Just under 1,000.
Just under 1,000.
Just under 1,000.
But it has been amazing to watch this.
Yeah.
So people, they actually can start giving ahead. I mean, they can
Yes.
give ahead of time.
Yep, they could schedule a donation now. I think
Yeah.
we always laugh that we're really immersed in the day, but people have
Yeah.
busy lives, right? So in case you're worried that you may forget to give on May 22nd, you can log in right now and schedule a donation.
Okay.
Take some time to read about nonprofits.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll find a new nonprofit that people haven't given to before. So.
Yeah, and you
can
have
get started.
nonprofits just across the board. Again, some of them that are well known, some of them that are not so well known. This is a way for them to reach out and connect with the community.
Yeah.
And so the day itself, which is a lot of fun because if you're on Facebook and social media, you can kind of follow how much has been contributed. You have a lot of nonprofits have events as well. So we'll be posting those on our site. Do you have a list of those on your site?
Actually, this year a new feature is the nonprofits have a tab and they have a list of events, and then we also have a list as well. So yeah.
Okay, so that I know last year I went around to probably like 12 different events around the community, and it was just fun because they were all almost like open houses or open celebrations where you can come and learn about a nonprofit, but also there was like some fun thing going on.
There's a block party this year. There's going to be a bike parade, a fun run. I think there could be a nonprofit that may have a very human-sized hamster ball type event.
Okay, all right.
So lots of fun to have out there at some great nonprofits.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about cheer pages.
Yes. So
that was new last year, right?
This is the 3rd year.
Okay, the third year.
Third year. I think if you're on Facebook and you see all the Facebook fundraisers, we have a feature that's very similar called cheer pages, and that's what they are. They are if you want to get excited and cheer loudly for your favorite nonprofit, you can create a cheer page and then fundraise on behalf of that nonprofit and ask your friends, your family to give via social media, and it's been a great tool to really help. If you want to take it a step further than donation, create a cheer page for your favorite nonprofit.
If you're really passionate about a certain nonprofit and you want to support that and have other people support it as well, are cheer pages just during the day or is this all year round?
Right now they will be just for the day, but you can use them year round. So anything set up now will end after the event, but in June, if you want to come back, or really a lot of times during the giving season in November and December, that's a great time to set up a cheer page.
So I'm just looking at my notes. We talked about how many nonprofits. really how this has evolved. I mean, let's talk about some of the numbers though. I mean, how like many people gave, and also not just so much the dollar amount, but how many different organizations that people were giving to.
Yep. We have, last year, there were nearly 19,000 people that gave.
Yeah.
And they made about 48,000 donations last year to
Wow.
raise $7.4 million. So that's a lot of small donations. We find that about 75% of the donations are $100 or less. So it's really kind of just the community coming together that really has a large impact.
Yeah.
So
I think that's great.
Yep.
So let's talk about, beyond the actual day, how people can give and utilize the website and give back. Because it really is a 365 day a year, you know, giving campaign.
So any day of the year, you can visit Omaha Gives and make a donation to your favorite nonprofit. Sometimes if you just want to read about nonprofits, it actually kind of works like Google, right? You can search local nonprofits. One of the ways that we find it being used too is kids. If you want to help your kids find a nonprofit, I know I have a niece, and we search by music, by animals, and she finds nonprofits and reads about them and then decides to make donations. So it's a year-round, one-stop shopping place to find your favorite nonprofits.
We talked about this months ago. Let's talk about kids for just a second. First of all, I think kids are getting more involved in the giving, and families are getting their children at a younger age more kind of involved in the giving process. And you're seeing that as well.
Absolutely.
And like you said, it's a great way for kids to kind of, I like animals, or I want to help children, or I want to help, you know, my schoolmates. I mean, you're allowing the child to kind of, you know, make that decision about where they want to, you know, spend their allowance. And I think some kids also have like lemonade stands, and they raise money for different stuff. So
last year we had a young girl. She sold lemonade during Berkshire Hathaway weekend, and the money that she made, she gave to nonprofits during Omaha Gives.
Oh my gosh.
Entrepreneur and very generous. Omaha loves the people like that. So
I love that. And another thing that I've done in the past is I set aside a certain amount of money, whether it's $100, $500 or whatever, and it's just a fun way. I've actually was able to give to some nonprofits I didn't even know existed. You know, and it's just kind of fun. You know, animals or kids or whatever. You know, health related. It's just kind of fun to connect with a nonprofit, and then they usually send, you know, a thank you, and then you just get to know about them.
Yeah, you start that day with a donation, and then I find that I always find a reason to give to a nonprofit that I've never given before, often because my friends are talking about it or I read about them. And you know, we have every year we have a few people that will give to 30 or 40 nonprofits that day, which is just incredible.
And it might just be, for me, it might just be $10. So I got 20 nonprofits I'm going to give to this year, or 50, or whatever the number may be. So, all right, how can people, website, all that good stuff?
It is omahagives.org,
okay.
And you can visit any day of the year, but I hope everyone will visit it on May 22nd especially.
All right. So. Kelly, thank you so much for coming on.
Andy.
And I look forward, to seeing what this year brings, and then to talk about, you know, next year and how people can give throughout the year. So
I look forward to seeing you out and about during Omaha Gives. It's a wonderful tradition.
It is. All right. Thank you. And we will be right back.